Dodds.
Speaker, in terms of combating the dissident terrorist threat, and I endorse what he has said earlier already to the House, in terms of the lack of support for these groups in Northern Ireland on all sides, can the Secretary of State indicate what he's doing to strike at the source of funding of these groups in terms of their raising of finances, particularly through illicit fuel laundering and other sources of revenue? Can he indicate what's happening to tackle that?
Well, I'm grateful to the right on for that question because it gives me an opportunity to make clear to the House the remarkable successes the PSNI have pulled off, stopping fuel laundering, and also there have been some very significant arrests of illegal cigarettes. And I think we should all remember the extraordinary level of cooperation we now have between the PSNI and the Garda working both sides of the border, because this activity is not restricted to the north.
Mr. Nigel Dodds.
Mr. Speaker, as well as financing helping the dissident terrorists, and I'm grateful for the answer that he's just given, he will also know that one of the things that dissident terrorists thrive on is the hope that they're dictating the government's agenda. And on that point, they have taken great comfort and solace from the fact that the Ministry of Defence decided not to allow a homecoming parade for the Royal Irish and the Irish Guards in Belfast. Can I ask the Secretary of State to continue his efforts and speak to the Ministry of Defence about that issue, which has gone down very badly in all quarters in Northern Ireland, especially when such parades have been allowed elsewhere throughout the province? Can I have a word with the Ministry of Defence on that?
Well, I'm grateful for that question too, because I can clarify I have regular discussions with the Ministry of Defence. I did actually go to Balmoral Showground. I was there with the First Minister when the Royal Irish Regiment and the Irish Guards put on a wonderful demonstration and were warmly welcomed by large numbers of people. And that was agreed by the Ministry of Defence with the City Council.